Hey guys, this is really exciting. This is actually my first time going on a video shoot. I don't want to give away all the details just yet. It's going to be pretty exciting. You'll get a chance to see. I'm going to be doing B-roll, so I'm helping out a friend that I used to work with, and coincidentally now he does videos, so he's going to do the main, I'm going to do B-roll, which on the channel I've been focusing on B-roll and trying to get better at it, and following the steps of Peter McKinnon.
What's up, everybody?
Which always getting that crispy B-roll, so we'll see how it goes. So well, stay tuned. I'm excited about this one.
5 minutes later.
I forgot my tripod mount. Thankfully, I was 15 minutes ahead of schedule, giving myself a cushion or a buffer. And yeah, I realized when I was going through my mental checklist, I'm like, yeah, I've got a tripod, but I don't have a tripod mount. Alright, so I'm here at the job. It is really weird vlogging on your phone because I have to look off to the left and not directly of center, versus, well, I mean, I guess it's not too difficult because of the fact that whenever I'm using my 77D, the display is off to the right, but the lens is off to the left, but it's such a small little area that sometimes it throws you off, and you'll kind of see my eyes sway to the right or to the left, either way. But yeah, I've got my coffee. I'm waiting on my friend Dan. He just offered to get coffee, but I already grabbed coffee. Kind of nervous, just for the fact that I'm not used to this whole setup, but you know what? It's one of those things. You have to be one of those people that is willing to make the jump. I'm willing to make the jump, and you guys are along for the ride. So it's gonna be fun. Coming up.
Just met the other night, but I can't get you off my mind.
Alright, you're gonna have to change the exposure once we get in. Actually, it's not bad. ND filter, step down ring. So if you're not familiar with the step down ring, I'm actually using an ND filter from my 50mm on this 24mm, which the 50mm has a 49mm ND filter, and I'm using it on a, is it 52? Ouch, that. How about you use this clip?
Oh, what the heck?
Sorry. So just a recap, I did the shoot, and yeah, you're gonna see a difference in video quality because I was using my cell phone to actually film it, and I decided to change it back up since I've got a chauffeur today.
Hey.
Anyways, so my daughter's driving. Hold on, let us pray. Anyways, so the video that we're doing right now, I'm pointing out key factors between the T4i, the T6i, and the 77D. And with this shoot, as you see in this video, it really, quite honestly, it didn't use the autofocus. It would have been great, but I did it off a tripod, and some of it was handheld, but it was stuff that was manually focusing, so it wouldn't really matter. So all these shots, they could have been captured with the T4i or the T6i. So autofocus wasn't an issue. Autofocus has always been an issue, but autofocus is mainly an issue when you're running and gunning and you're vlogging. not where you have chauffeur service like I do. So I would say for a film shoot, just getting into video, even though I'm still getting into video, you'll be fine with the T4i. It's mainly when you need autofocus to kick in, but that's just my thoughts. As far as the shoot, everything went really well. I'm still getting the hang of filming B-roll for other people, which I didn't ask my buddy Dan, which is kind of a newbie error, what type of B-roll he wanted. And that's a key thing that I've got to focus on, because I'm used to crispy, smooth B-roll where it's slow motion. But not everybody else, I mean, B-roll in general is just background roll. So it may fit, it may not. I posted on Instagram kind of like a rough clip, so we'll see how it goes. Definitely we could work something in post. The color was good. I kept it at the same f-stop, one stop lower underexposed rather than overexposed, and used the Cinestyle flat profile. So all should be good, but you know what? You guys are on my journey on filmmaking and doing YouTube videos, so we'll go at it together. Yeah, you know the deal. Here you go. Here's the hand. Well, I'm gonna break it down in 3 stages. So I'm gonna break it down in vlogging, stationary reviews or unboxings, as well as film. Just filming or trying to film like B-roll. Okay, for vlogging, the T4i just wasn't there. For the fact that the autofocus doesn't work that well, there's only 9 focus points, and that's a difficult thing. The camera takes too much time hunting for your face. So I would not recommend this for vlogging. Now, that being said, the T6i is a step up, and you could get away with vlogging. Being that it has 19 autofocus points, and it's slightly better, it has a hybrid system, you can do vlogging, but I wouldn't expect it to do the best at vlogging. With the 77D, I would recommend it for vlogging. For the fact that it has the 45 dual pixel autofocus points, it can pick up and it can maintain the focus on your face. So those are key things. And if you're gonna go to vlogging, I would not recommend the T4i, I'd barely recommend the T6i, and I'd highly recommend the 77D. So when you're doing tech reviews or unboxing, like I started out doing, I would recommend any of these cameras. Unless you tend to do quick motion, I'd actually lean you more towards the T6i. The T6i would be perfect if you're just gonna have a stationary camera. If you don't mind just doing manual focus and not worrying about autofocus, then the T4i would do fine. And it wouldn't be a bad camera at all, especially if you're stationary and you're utilizing manual focus, because you've got the articulating screen, so you can kind of look in and see if you're doing all right. As well as with all of these cameras, they have an HDMI out. So if you've got a mini HDMI wire, you plug it in and plug the HDMI into a monitor, and you can monitor how sharp your image is, depending on how far you are with your lens, of course. Now, with filming, it's really, for me, I have to say, you could use any of these cameras for filming. I would lean you towards the 77D, but it's really dependent on your budget. Any of these cameras would be great. The reason why I'm saying that, because I've knocked down the T4i and the T6i compared to the 77D. I actually was filming a little shoot this past weekend. At that shoot, I was utilizing manual focus the whole time. I was rarely using autofocus. All I would do is actually zoom in and capture the image or capture the individuals, and it worked out perfectly fine. So it really was based upon my lens. It wasn't to do with the body. Of course, when you can bring in more light, that's great, but with these cameras, as long as you have decent lighting, which is key for any YouTube video, then you'll be perfectly fine. It's a matter of getting that manual focus, and I would say actually getting a decent lens. So the kit lens or a nifty 50 would be a recommendation, I would say, to start out your YouTube channel with your brand new camera. That being said, those are my recommendations for a starter camera for YouTube. So if you guys like these videos, go ahead, hit that like button. If you really like these videos, hit that subscribe button. And as always, let's get social. Hit me up on Instagram as well as Twitter. So for Just My Tech, I'm Jonathan Her, and I'll catch you in the next. Peace.
Outside, a little bit high on the feeling. Can't seem to focus.